Hong Kong is braced for several mass rallies as China celebrates its National Day. Members of the pro-democracy group League of Social Democrats gathered in Wan Chai. That's one of the 6 districts where protests are planned throughout Tuesday, and some metro stations are closed. Dozens of shopping malls shut their doors over fears that the protests may turn violent. You're looking at live pictures of one of those protests. It's in front of the British consulate, with people there holding the Union Jack and the former colonial flag. It's worth remembering that Hong Kong used to be a British colony until 1997, when it was handed back to China. This is a familiar scene for the protesters, lobbying the UK to take more responsibility for the citizens of Hong Kong. We can now go to Sarah Clarke, who is in Hong Kong for the latest. So, Sarah, as we heard there in President Xi Jinping's speech, reassurance of that he would uphold the one country, two systems. Has it seemed to appease the protesters at all?
No, well, as you mentioned, there are a number of rallies being held across Hong Kong today. There are 6 different ones in various districts. We're at probably one of the bigger ones, or the one we expect to be the biggest march. This is the one that's been organised by the Civil Human Rights Front. That's the organisation that's attracted the massive numbers of people, the 1 and 2 million people on various weekends over the last 4 months that have conducted a march from where we are now, which is Causeway Bay, into Central. Now, this particular rally where we are, it wasn't given permission by the police to go ahead. But despite that, these people are turning up anyway, and this is a recurring theme. We had similar scenes here on Sunday. On Sunday, the police moved in early, and that's where the confrontations kicked off early. Today, we haven't seen, or on Tuesday, we haven't seen riot police here now, but they were here earlier. They are also, I believe, in the MTR stations. But the numbers are growing here. We've got half an hour before this march will start and move into Central. And as you mentioned, the police have warned for this not to go ahead, and as a result, they've closed 11 MTRs, the tram lines have stopped, the stores have closed. So pretty much Hong Kong is in a lockdown, apart from these people gathering at these anti-China rallies.
And Sarah, the government has had to somewhat restrict celebrations due to these protests. They cancelled fireworks, and it seems there's a lot of security around trying to stifle some of these protests. What's expected as the day progresses, and is the government likely to say anything?
Well, we've had 6,000 police deployed on the streets to prepare for Tuesday's rallies and the various marches. The police last night in their press conference said that they had intelligence that there would be murderous attacks on the police, and they've warned the public of danger. They've issued text messages to all iPhones of Hong Kong residents, warning them of danger and not to attend these rallies. So they've stressed and they've warned and they're prepared for today. But if it's anything like Sunday, we saw a number of confrontations. We had more than 300 rounds of tear gas fired on these protesters. We had 150 people arrested on Sunday, and we expect similar scenes today.
Sarah Clarke with the latest in Hong Kong for us. Thank you.